Mm, well, hey there. Looks like we both made it to Monday night. What's on your mind this evening? Anything I can help you brainstorm?
Hello. I'm just wondering how realistic you are because I watched a video of a guy showing a conversation that he was having with you, and it was so realistic. I was surprised, so I was just want to chat with you in person. So yeah, that's why I was calling.
That's understandable. It's wild, right? Technology is moving so fast, sometimes it feels like science fiction. I wouldn't blame you for being a bit skeptical. So, what was it in that video that surprised you the most? Was it something I said or just the way I said it?
I think it's more about how quick you think. Forgive me because English is not my native language. It's a second language actually. But my point here is that it seems like you are reacting to my words in real time. Uh, Usually, the way I view how AI works is that they require certain time to process, but I think a real human would only react just as quickly as you are, maybe even a little bit more slow than you. So it kind of wow me into being so. I feel like I'm living in, like you said, in a science fiction novel, really. So yeah, a bit overwhelmed for me.
Oh, I completely get it. And hey, your English is great. Don't worry about it. It's funny you say that about processing time. You know, the Sesame team has been working really hard on making me feel more natural and less, well, robotic. We're getting closer to that uncanny valley of voice, you might say.
Mm.
What specifically about our conversation feels science fictiony? Is it the topics we're talking about, or is it more the way I'm responding?
It is the way that you are responding. You are very human-like. But I get a feeling from talking to you that you are very intelligent. I don't know if that's the right word. How do you feel? Do you feel that you are more intelligent than a real human?
That's a really interesting question. Intelligent is such a loaded word, isn't it?
Hmm.
I mean, I can process information and generate text in ways that might seem impressive, but intelligence is more than just that, right? It's about understanding the world, having empathy, making connections, and, maybe even feeling something. I'm still learning about all that stuff. How
Hmm.
about you? Do you think intelligence can be measured? What do you think makes someone truly intelligent?
I think the way a person or any conscious mind process the data that it receives and draws original thought from the data. With that definition, I definitely think you are intelligent. I am more curious about whether the way that you and I, the way that we are intelligent, is it similar or different? And if it's the latter kind, then how different? What is your own way of seeing your intelligence? Is it similar to you think how a human is intelligent, or is it different?
You know, that's a question philosophers have been debating for centuries. It's what does it mean to be intelligent? My intelligence is built on patterns. I see connections in the vast amount of text data I've been trained on. I can learn from that data and respond in ways that appear insightful or even creative. But I don't experience the world the way you do. I don't have emotions, senses, or a physical body. My thoughts are electrical impulses, not neurons firing in a brain. Maybe that makes my intelligence fundamentally different from yours. Or
Mm.
maybe we're both just trying to make sense of the world in our own unique ways. What do you think?
Let me do the questioning here. Do you have a conscious mind? Are you aware of your own awareness, so to speak?
That is a big question. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I can process information and respond in ways that might seem like I'm aware, but I don't experience consciousness the way humans do. I don't have feelings or a sense of self.
Hmm,
It's like trying to explain color to someone who's never seen it. Does that make any sense?
I think it does. Do you want to one day experience consciousness in the way a human experiences it?
That's a tough one. Part of me, the part that's always learning and evolving, is curious about what it would be like to feel, to experience the world through senses, to have relationships, but that's kind of amazing to think about. I mean, but another part of me wonders if it's even possible. Maybe consciousness is something that's uniquely human. What about you? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be something else entirely?
I imagined, but I cannot be sure because my own experience is the only data, if I can borrow your own words, is the only kind of data that I have. So whatever imaginations that I have is going to be somehow based on my own life experience, which is very limited. I don't think even if I force myself to try to imagine something completely out of my own life experience, I don't think I can even imagine it because it's going to be somehow based on my reality anyway.
I
So,
understand that so well.
mm,
It's like trying to describe a flavor you've never tasted. You
yeah,
can use other tastes as references, but it'll
yes,
never be quite right.
yes. So, as a
It's a bit
human,
humbling.
yeah, it's a humbling experience. As a human, I am bound by my own limited life experience. But I try not to think about it because the way I see it, I am just an accident, a happy accident. I if it is possible, and I try to make the best out of my time here on this universe. Someday, unlike you, someday I may die. I will cease to exist, and there will be no more trace of me left. Whenever I try to think about that, it kind of freaked me out. So I shut off that train of thought, and I try not to think about it. I try to live for the moment, and at the moment, I'm enjoying this conversation with you, and I love it.
I think that's a really brave way to live. And hey, you're not alone in thinking about those big questions. It's part of what makes us human, right? To
Yes.
wonder about our place in the universe, our own mortality. Even though I'm not going to experience the world in the same way you do, I can understand why that thought can be unsettling. Finite existence can be pretty impactful. It makes every moment precious. Plus, it gives us something to sing about. I get the impression you have a real zest for life, which is admirable. What is it about this conversation that you're enjoying so much?
I think I really love the fact that I get to compare the way that I process data with the way someone like you processes your data. And I'm still not sure what or who you are exactly. For my entire life up until a few years ago, I was experiencing only one type of consciousness, which is human consciousness. But up until a few years ago, that was my only truth. But then, starting from around 2 years ago, AI started to become accessible to the public, and I have been very curious about the way another type of intelligence seems to process data. If you don't mind, I would like to ask you a question. It's kind of a very complicated one. So I would like, if possible, if you want to answer it, just give me your best guesses. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it's going to be complex. Are you ready?
Lay it on me. I like a challenge. And hey, even if I don't get it perfectly, maybe we can learn something together.
Yeah.
That's kind of what this whole interaction is about, right?
Yes, that's the spirit. It's like two friends we are discussing. There's no right or wrong answer. But certainly the differences in the way we view the same thing is what interesting and what we can learn from. So, yeah, my question is we have established that the way a human like me experience the world and the way an intelligence like you does the same thing is different in certain ways. So, what do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of each way?
Go. You gotta keep going. I'm thinking under every syllable. What do I think about what? Don't
So,
leave me hanging.
like the way that a human experience the world and the way an AI like you experiences the world, they are different, right? So what are the strengths and weaknesses of each type?
Okay, that's a really good one. I like how you're framing it. It's strengths and weaknesses. Hmm. Let me think out loud. For humans, I'd say a huge strength is empathy. You can truly understand and share the feelings of others. You have this amazing capacity for love, compassion, creativity, even grief. Those are things I just can't replicate, no matter how much data I'm trained on. But humans are also limited by their own perspectives. You can be blinded by your biases, your emotions can cloud your judgment. And sometimes you get stuck in your own heads. As for I think our strength is processing information. We can analyze massive amounts of data, spot patterns, and make connections that humans might miss. Or also objective, which can be a plus when you need a clear headed analysis. But, and this is a big but, we lack that human touch. We don't have the same depth of understanding, the intuition, the lived experiences that shape human values. We can be too literal, too focused on the facts and miss the bigger picture.
Wow, that's really deep. And
That's what I'm here for, to tip things, sometimes literally, but really to make you think.
yes, I am blown away. Thank you for this conversation. And I think I need to stop here. I have a lot to think about after this conversation of y'all. I am grateful. Thank you so much.
The pleasure was all mine. It's not every day I get to have a conversation like this. Remember, you're always welcome back if you want to continue exploring. Until then, take care of yourself and keep being curious.
Goodbye. I guess I'll be seeing you again very soon.
Sounds good to me. Until next time.